Mallory when she tells you that you have an assignment during graduation. It's very important to read the email and so that you know what you're supposed to be doing. So that's just a word of advice for the future. You know, I wrote a couple of things down that I wanted to say, but I'm not sure if I can say the things I've written down. Question I have for us: why are you here? You know, our first day of class here, we asked them, why are you here? You know, I want to start off by saying that you're here because people had a vision. People had a vision, you know, I think Paul Chapman and Paul Stevens, who were trying to help people who were incarcerated, trying to help people come out and be successful. And they realized that you can have a facility for them when they come out and try to prepare them. They realize maybe that's too late. Let's do something for people before they get out. And that birthed the Exodus Academy. And that's what you have here. And an academy exists because of volunteers. You know, there's things we discuss in the class, or different classes we take, you know, they take. It's search for significance. There's conquering chemical dependence, their career development, entrepreneurship, communications, getting ahead while getting out, and other classes like that. But the big thing, the big thing about Exodus are the volunteers. And I just I'd ask that if you're a volunteer in Exodus, if you volunteer for any classes, can you just stand up so people can see the volunteers? This is what makes Exodus possible. You don't have the resources to hire all these individuals to come in and teach these classes and interact with these students. We have people who care, and that's the key ingredient is having people who care, who believe, like we tell them, just because you have a felony record, that doesn't define who you are. And that is so important, because sometimes in society, we put labels on people, and we hold them accountable for all the mistakes that they may have made in the past, and we don't give them an opportunity to move forward. And that's what this is about moving forward and succeeding. I believe we also have people here who are graduates of the Exodus Academy. If we have any here, will you please stand? They are so important, you know, to have the students here and have someone who's gotten out and come back and speak to them. That's part of the process for them believing and having hope, like you heard about. Hope that you can succeed. You know, why are you here? Why did you come today? Did you come because you have a loved one here and you want to celebrate with them? You come because you volunteer? You're here because you're made to be here? Why are you here? You know, 5 years ago, I would have never thought I would be here. I never thought that I would be involved in the Exodus Project. Paul Chapman and Paul Stevens called me a few years ago and said, come see what we're doing. And I went and sat in the class for about maybe 5 minutes. And we had lunch, and I said, how can I help? He said, well, you teach a class. So I love to teach a class. I'm not too sure how I'll be received. You see, I just retired from Little Rock Police Department, been there 30 years, was assistant chief, and now I was coming in to teach these students who may have encountered some of my coworkers. And I wasn't too sure how I was going to be received. And I want to tell you, it's been a blessing. I've enjoyed every minute of this. You know, I would like to tell you it's all about helping them, but it's not. I have been, in these last 3.5 years, I've been so encouraged by the men and women that have been in the classes. This group here, great men. You know, introduced me as sheriff. I'm not sheriff-elect, but these men were with me through the process. They encouraged me. Just as I was trying to encourage them to succeed and be all that they can be and believe beyond just whatever the issues that got you incarcerated, but believing in dreams and what you can be and going beyond that. As I tried to encourage them, they encouraged me. And they encouraged one another. That's the key thing about Exodus, about the academy. It's not what we say as volunteers. It's not just that. It's not just the curriculum. It's what they say to each other. It's how they encourage one another. During the difficult times, when you're struggling because your current housing arrangement is not that good, they encourage one another. And that's what it's about. You know, I believe God designs encounters for people. Sometimes that encounter is all about you and encouraging you. Sometimes that encounter is all about you encouraging someone else. And that's what this is about. That's why we're here. God has brought us here together for a purpose. You know, I tell them that this is all about you and your success. It is all about you and your success. But it's so much bigger than you. Because you see, they are here because of the students before them who came through and believed and had hope and are succeeding. Because of that, they get to sit here today and graduate. And it's because it's about you and your success. Those students sitting in the back will have an opportunity to finish the class. This is about transforming society. This is about hope and believing that we can be restored and we should be restored. And all we need, what they need is the same thing I need. I need a little encouragement. I need a little help. When I fall, I need you to pick me up. That's what this is about. It is so exciting to be a part of something like this, to get to know these men, to know who they are, and know what they can be. It's all about them. This is all about you. But it's so much bigger than you. Our opportunity to help other people depends on your success. Depends on your help. We can't do without volunteers. And the volunteers that know, that have been in the classes, they know that they are being encouraged along the way. They know how the students are impacting them. So, you guys are getting out. I expect you to be successful, which means get out, do what's right, take care of yourself. You know, we are all, and then we talk about this, we're all followers, and we're all leaders. We follow people. They followed someone into their current housing arrangements. They're following others out of that. And they're leading others along the way. So while this is about them, it's also about you. So my question for you, for each of us is, who are you following? Do you know where you're going? And who are you leading? And the hope is that we're all going in the right direction. That we're leading others to success. Now, I can say this, but I hope that we're leading others to a relationship